Australian Aboriginal art. The history of Australian art is divided into two moments: Aboriginal art, traditional and contemporary Aboriginal art. Australian Aboriginal art was produced by indigenous communities of the population. They use and variety techniques such sweet paint, wood and stone carving, sculpture, ceremonial clothing, and body paint, among others. Point paint. The Aboriginal people use variety of colors for make the point paint, such yellow for represented the sun, brown for represent the ground, red represent desert sand, and white represent the clouds and the sky. This paint could be used on any surface, but the most common is to paint this art in stone and caves. They paint the nature, lakes, myths and legends that were part of the religion. The rock art, Australian Aboriginal, are estimated to be around 40,000 years old, and this located in the Pilbara region in Western Australia and the Olari district in South Australia. These are being seen in different ways, in sculpture, paints, and engravings. Rock paintings that are known as Bradshaw in the Kimberley region, named after the man that discovered them, Joseph Bradshaw. Other places with rock paints are Queensland and Kakadu National Park. Aerial landscapes of the desert. This art captured in rocks, sand or body paint. Today, this practice continues with new artists who portray their art on canvas. Rock engravings. Among the most famous rock carvings in Australia are Murujuga carvings in Western Australia, Sydney carvings around Sydney in New South Wales, Panoramite rock art in Central Australia, and Sydney rock carving depicting carved animal and humans. Murujura rock art is recognized for its carved drawings, some exotic animals such as the marsupial wolf. Symbology. Some symbology that used in Australia may be similar in shape but have a different meaning depending on the tribe that use them, such the circles that are drawn in isolation can represent a campfire, a spring, a tree, a hill, or a hole. The meaning can be differential through the use of colors, as in the case of water that is represented in blue or black. In Australia, there are more than 400 Aboriginal peoples who have lived in for approximately 40,000 years, has its own language, cultures, and religions. A proof of this is the number of dialects that exist in the country, 215 for the present time of the 21st century. The number has been reduced only 20, and it's probable that this number will continue to decrease. Australian Aboriginal peoples represent the oldest culture in the world. Their music is one of the most representative legacies that we can demonstrate. But the colonization helped unite instruments of the tribes with European instruments, and being combined with other genres of music such as rock, hip-hop, rap, country, electronic, and even reggae. Didgeridoo, also known as Jidaki, which in Aboriginal language means emu neck. It is one of the oldest instruments of humanity. It's made up a long-wounded tube without holes, and with our inlet and outlet at both ends. It can be impeded naturally by termites, and to facilitate its sound, they apply beeswax. Mainly this instrument is made with eucalyptus wood, but this has changed over time. The masters of instrument practice circular breathing of achieve constant sounds, and use techniques of produce more harmonic frequency. The main interpreted more important are Dijalu Guru Wiwi, Mark Atkins, William Barton, David Hudson, and Joe Heija Shane Underwood. The clapstick is a percussion instrument that consists of two small wooden sticks that are strung between them as a key. This instrument is usually replaced by a boomerang used in the same way. This instrument traditionally accompanies the didgeridoo. Among the Aboriginal peoples are a great variety of clans. They are clan songs. These songs usually talk about themes such as clan history and their most important families. Other times they also talk about Australian Aboriginal mythology, such The Time of Dream, which is about the great origin. This has generated that groups identify with regions of activities from hunting to navigation on the most important and popular genres of the music with Australian Aborigine is bungle, found in the New South Wales region. Today existed various places where Aboriginal cave paintings are found that have been damaged, desecrated due to constant contact with the first settlers and contemporary people who, with their spray paints, draw graffitis on the work of art. So many parks that contain this piece of history have to guarded or closed of the public. On one of David Malangi works was the shifted of the Australian dollar bill original without his consent, the subsequent payment of royalties though the after by the central bank marked the first Aboriginal copyright case in the history of Australian law. The National Gallery of Australia in Canberra and work of are made up of 200 hollow long coffins that are similar to used for the ceremonies for some in the land of Arte. It was created commemorate the Aborigines would pace away protecting their lands during the conflicts with the colonists. Australian contemporary music, the Sydney Opera House, located in the state of New South Wales, Australia, is on the most famous and distinctive buildings of the 20th century. Theater, ballet, opera, or musical production are performed on the